Chapter 2, Part 4, You Cannot Escape God. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. This is the fish, the pit, and the prayer. So the fish was not punishment. It was Jonah's rescue. God didn't send the fish to destroy Jonah. Those storms in your life, the fish is your rescue. Jonah could not run any longer. The fish was meant to contain him. And this is a second chance. Without the fish, Jonah drowns. The fish becomes a temporary tomb. And sometimes what feels like an absolute rock bottom prison is actually God's mercy for your life. He's holding you together so you don't completely destroy yourself. I cried out to the Lord because of my affliction, and he answered me. Out of the belly of Sheol I cried, and you heard my voice. Jonah 2:1. Jonah is describing his near-death experience. In chapter 1, we saw that Jonah is fleeing from God. He is going in the completely different direction. He wanted to flee from God's presence. Now we see that God's presence is all that Jonah wants. And here we see that God hears his cry from the absolute bottom of the pit. If we go back to chapter 1, verse 17, and Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. Jesus himself uses his resurrection and points directly forward to Christ himself, our Lord, being 3 days and 3 nights in the grave. Then Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from the fish's belly. Now, this is after the fact, right? He was not praying during the storm. He was not praying while he was in the storm. He's now praying after he's hit rock bottom. How many of us pray after the fact? Not before, not during the storm, after a predicament due to our disobedience. And here Jonah is praying to God from the depths of distress and desperation. And here is where we see pit strips away pride, it strips away arrogancy, and it humbles you to pray. And we thank God that we have the frame of mind that we're still conscious to be able to pray. We thank God that we're still able to pray. And no matter the storm, we have to look to God and God only for our way out. The earth with its bars closed behind me forever. Yet you have brought up my life from the pit, O Lord, my God. Jonah 2:6. Jonah has realized he should have been finished by now, but he's not. In verse 9, but I will sacrifice to you with the voice of thanksgiving. I will pay what I have vowed. Salvation is of the Lord. Jonah 2:9. God alone saves. God alone governs the outcome. And Jonah is no longer negotiating. Now he's fully surrendered. So the Lord spoke to the fish, and it vomited Jonah onto dry land. Jonah 2:10. You cannot escape God's presence, and you cannot escape God's authority over the direction of your life, because you are the purposeful woman.